Good morning. It is Sunday morning here in Merida, and there's nothing super exciting to report, which I think is personally good. This weekend has been kind of nice. I've gotten out and explored. Went down to the little strolling area, and then yesterday I went and checked out one of their casinos. Of course, I love to gamble, but if I don't stay at a casino for about an hour, it's probably not a very good casino. I also went to the casinos in Veracruz when I was here this past year. They don't run their air conditioners very much. It's very, very hot. And what's fascinating here in Mexico, and it's kind of smart, I think, except for like on Fridays and Saturdays, is they connect their malls with their casinos and like their car lots. So it's kind of fascinating, so that, a casino is usually packed on a Friday or Saturday anyway. Well, so then your mall is. So it seemed like there was no parking absolutely anywhere. The only way I was able to get a park is because I valeted it through the casino. So I don't know if it's the best idea, but it's very interesting. So I did that last night and played for a little bit. It is different than you have to load your money onto a card. So the minute you walk in the casino, you have to give up your ID, and then you preload the card, and then the money stays on the card until you're ready to leave, and then you can cash out your card and get your money back. So it's a little bit different than the States. They have that little sports bar, booking bar there, and that I ordered some nachos, and I thought arrachera was like flank steak, like meat. And when I did the interpreter, my little digital thing, it says ranching, and so I was like, well, I don't think that's right. And so I asked the lady, arrachera es carne? No. I was like, no es carne. What meat? No meat. It's no meat. No carne. I was like, oh, okay. So then I thought, well, fuck, maybe it is ranch. It was meat. It's beef, which is fine. I'll eat beef. So, but I was cracking it. Somebody brought, it's this mound of beef on my nachos. And so it's funny, I asked her, I was like, es de carne, no? And it's like her brain took me like, oh yeah, that is meat. You're right. So, this morning I went to my Starbucks, the Starbucks that I'm not a fan of. And for the last couple of days, I've just ordered my drinks differently. Like, I've just ordered them, I guess, to me, as simple as possible. And I don't make my drinks different, really. But like here, I wanted a drink that's normal in my to-go cup that is like this. And then I wanted another one without ice. And Christine, it seems like this kid said it was a stronger Elo. But so I said I want, a second, otra, sin ilio. I think I'm saying that wrong. He said it much stronger with not with the H, but it's like a yilo. I don't know. But it was funny. So then it was done. The kid that made them correct, except for he put the one with ice in the not metal glass and whatever. And so I was like, Jesus, like thinking to myself, I didn't say anything. I was like, I cannot get these things right. And I hear the other guy almost kind of like swat him, like, you dumbass, you did our drinks wrong. And the kid goes, oh, lo siento. And I was like, we did it right. And he's like, oh yeah, he did it wrong. So I was like, oh, okay. So, so it's things like that. They're like little, good moments for me that I had a success. So I laughed also yesterday. I got in front of a line for a kid that was in like the OXXO, and it's like there was the checkout, and we like kind of wait back 3 or 4 feet. Well, they literally had a sign hanging from the ceiling in Spanish that like is around the corner in a row that says line starts here. It's just stupid. And so I didn't see it, and so I cut, and then this cute little guy, he kind of like waves at me, like he's kind of like, hey, he points, and I didn't even see. I thought he was pointing like an air conditioner vent, and so I was like, hey, you're smart. So I kind of go over there, and I was like, this air conditioner vent isn't right. So I was not understanding what this kid is telling me, and so I go back, and then I look over and I see he's standing there, and I start dying laughing, and I look up and he like points again. I was like, oh my God, that's the start of the line. So I was like, okay. So I go over there and we're laughing, and he got it. But the entire time the checker outer is not saying anything. So he understands English, and I did not know that. So then like 2 more groups of people come and try to line up and try to do the exact same thing I did. And then I'm like, oh my God, this is hilarious. Like, so is this what goes on all day long in this fucking store, is that people line up in the wrong spot and then you argue about where you line up? And so so the kid says something to one, and then he's in line, and then somebody does it. And so it's, I think it's a lesbian couple. And so I don't know what I said, but I was like, hey. And they started laughing. One spoke English. They were like, what the fuck? So as I go to get up to the checkout, I just say in English, probably under my breath, this is some dumb shit. And the kid goes, I know, it's really dumb. I don't know why they do that. And I started laughing. I was like, this is crazy. Obviously nobody understands your line system. He goes, I know. And he just like goes, but you smell really good. Well, thanks. That's a really good day then. So, trying to think if there's anything else exciting. I think one thing I should probably point out is that, I'm not in a resort. And so if you have been to Mexico, Mexico is a beautiful country, and there are beautiful parts of Mexico. But a majority of Mexico is not beautiful. It is not pretty. Like it is, I don't know if it's from the development, that it's been done at different stages, if it's from the smog, if it's from the heat. It's not pretty. It's not that it's trashy, but it's not really pretty. It's kind of ran down and such. And so I think sometimes I only take pictures of the pretty things. And I don't really know how to paint a picture, because I don't want to make it look disparaging or bad. But, when you go to Hawaii, most all places you're going to drive around and say, it is beautiful. Like, this is beautiful. You're not going to say that about Mexico. Many places. There are places within Mexico that are beautiful. And I see the beauty of living in Mexico. The people are extremely kind, very willing to help. The pricing is amazing. And there are beautiful properties and close to the beach. I see the perks of it. But to say that Mexico as a country is a beautiful country, in all the parts that I have gone outside of a resort, the resorts are always stunning. And that's what big money does. But outside of those resorts, I wouldn't say it's a beautiful country. So it's a hot country. It's I don't even know, it's probably 10 o'clock right now, and it's 80 some. When I went to bed, it was 77. So it was gorgeous. So it really is pretty. If you were one that could get up and work in the morning, and then probably about noon to 4, maybe take a siesta or a break or go home, and then do the rest of your day, it would be perfect. So I know it's snowing and nasty back there. It is not here. So, and I'm gonna do another call out. Does anybody know how to line dry towels to make them not feel like they're cardboard, putting them on your body? I think I take so many baths at home, I always just use a new fresh towel, and I just do a lot of laundry. Well, I shouldn't have done that here, because now I've used all my soft towels and I've had to wash them, and they're all crunchy and gross, and it's awful. Like, it feels like I'm using a dirty towel on my body, and I know it's clean, but it's just hard. So there's got to be some trick. They didn't have a laundry line at first, so they had to bring me one of those. And so I dry it inside, because I think when you dry them outside, it stinks. So I don't know if anybody has any tips, but thanks for following along. I love it. It's been fun. It's worth the amount of people that I've talked to that I haven't talked to in years has been nice. So I should do this once a month just to keep up with everybody. It's a great way to do it. So hope you have an amazing Sunday. I know Shannon and her gang they're going to the hockey game, and I'm really sad. I wanted to be there, but I had to give that up for this. So I know they'll have fun.